Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends, joined today by our guest, tyrannasauruslex, who is playing a 14-year-old boy who is learning how great the world and humanity are as a whole. So I think we are currently in the process of slaughtering captive animals in a zoo, and we'll probably continue doing that until they're either all dead or we get bored. So you want to pick up from there?
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you've just finished slaying a cave bear, and
on closer inspection,
has
fur kind of mangy, looks a little depressed, like maybe welcome death.
We did it a
some can
service.
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inspector Dolveras has sung a brilliant song which has riled up the beasts of this zoo, and appears to be looking at it.
Merrick, the bear was married, you see. Chained spiritually as well as physically. Probably welcomed your blade.
Ah, I am pleased to see that you are finally speaking of marriage with Merrick, Grandpa Filthy. I had been thinking the exact same thing.
Yes.
Shall I begin the ceremony now?
Teaching the boy how to avoid it.
I don my ceremonial robes.
And I am suddenly more like spry than you would expect of someone my age, and I kind of like wander off at a rapid pace.
Ah, he's forgotten where he is again. Good. I was hoping to open that door.
When he says that he puts on his robes, he actually means he takes his armor and just pulls it off. His robes are always on.
Yeah, I have
Perfect.
like stripper
He's always
armor.
prepared.
Does the marriage
Cast
part of
off armor.
celebration specify that you need multiple humanoids?
It's two willing humanoids, right?
No, it doesn't say
Kind
two.
of- No, it doesn't say two. It says you touch adult humanoids.
And
There
so
is
it
a
doesn't
plural.
specify multiple. Okay,
Yeah.
it says plural. Okay.
Well,
And it's
Well-
very
Not
difficult to
barriers,
bond
though.
someone with themselves.
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Even though Grandpa Filthy has been trying to kill me at every turn, I feel very attached to him because he gave me my first scar,
That's right.
which made me feel very cool. So I'm going to trust his judgment more than my own father's. And I'm going to shy away from you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I go,
honored
"I don't
that
wanna
you
be
accept
so-"
that I'm your real father there. That's...
They grow up so quickly, Inspector.
I understand. I was a teenager once myself.
Is this a cave fisher to my north?
No,
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
what
a
is-
that is a giant spider which has mushrooms growing all over it. You have
Not a cave
killed
fisher.
2 beasts so far.
Okay.
It's not a cave fisher, no.
Okay, I had to make sure.
If Funt was still here, he would probably say, "Yes, that is the spider that we fought before." In that ravine.
We don't need to check.
I,
he's not
I don't
here.
care if it's not a cave fisher.
It's not a cave fisher.
It's not a cave fisher.
Well,
We
let's
can't-
leave the petting
yeah.
zoo and carry on.
Okay, have we looked at this door? The one that we don't.
There is a door similar to the one that you entered here with. You can open if you wish.
Okay, I'm going to
Oops, or I
open
can
it.
just move it. Good, because I just slid
Spy
it to the
door.
side on accident. All right. And there is a long hallway which slopes downwards, and at the end is a similar door. I think you are getting quite deep at this point.
Okay, I'm going to keep moving forward with the reckless abandon of a teenager.
Does the slope seem steep enough that you could slide down it? Like if you're on a cardboard box or something?
Possibly.
Alright.
The
Son,
ground is a bit rough, but
come here, let me show you something.
With a
fun.
running start, you could certainly slide all the way down.
I'm going to take off my ceremonial cape and hand it to my son and say, if you get a running start, you could slide down this hill and go straight through that door.
Okay, perfect.
Oh
I'm
no.
going to do that.
Good training.
I'm going to. Oh, so I just realized push to talk. I'm going to, with a great yell, "We!" as I run, jump, and slide down this hallway towards this door.
Grilled
Okay.
quickly, our son is in danger.
I go
Really,
running.
it's your ring save.
Oh my god, this is you guys trying to kill me for 4 hours straight, isn't it?
We're running after you, to be fair.
Can
True,
you
true,
roll me
you're
a strength save?
You are the person who voluntarily built the rogue that
Okay.
scouts ahead of the party.
You're right.
That was your choice.
Yeah.
I did this to myself. You're right.
You see, slide down here. and you see this door, which is clearly like metal, and it's pretty sturdy. And so, out of instinct, you're like, "Well, crap! I gotta get through this door." And so you push forward, but you're not really strong enough, and you just sort of smack into it.
But I assume she's that small. She's very similar to like an insect, right? Where like if they fall from high places, it's like their like airspeed like caps out. It's their terminal velocity is so like low compared to how like durable they are that it just does nothing. Is that kind of how,
you don't take damage. You just
Much
don't
like
open the door
if you
by slamming
throw
into
a
it.
baby, usually it's fine. No
Yeah,
matter-
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with
They're
the
like cats,
exoskeleton.
right?
It's almost
Parenting
entirely
tips.
to do with the size, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, you slam into this door. You do not take damage, but you do not successfully, as your father had told you, fly down and open the door with your weapon.
It's pretty. We're
Just
getting
sort of
pretty
slam
deep.
into
You
it.
said.
There's many ways
Yeah,
to
it's
skin
sloping
a
down.
cat, Junior.
Okay.
It's
Due
getting a
to
bit
an
warmer.
untreated case of the bends growing up, as I continue deeper and deeper into the cave system, my body begins to ache, just from the change in pressure.
I think
So
good
it's-
berries are very heavy in nitrogen.
It's like land bends. I get the land bends.
Sure.
So yeah, the pressure is giving me issues.
All right. Yes, there's a door ahead of you, which you've smacked into.
Well done, son. I take the cape back and dust it off and put it back on. Let's open this door, shall we?
Okay, with glee, I'm gonna stand up and push the door with my dad.
Yep. All right.
I don't push very hard because I just sort of want to see what he's made of.
Okay.
So
As you push this door open, sort of they seem, they turn outwards, and as they get to about halfway, then they start to accelerate without your force and slam back around.
Oh, incredible! I don't realize that wasn't
Yeah.
because of my son's force.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And for you is this room, which you can look inside. It has sort of these 4 columns at the top. Before you move out, can you stand?
Oh, those are
here
spikes on the sides.
Yeah. So as you peer into this room, there are these 4 columns clearly holding up the thing. There's a door on the opposite side, and the walls are lined with these heavy metal spikes, and at every corner is a glowing blue orb.
I mean, I walk casually into it, so
Okay.
you can
As you
describe
begin
what
to
happens
walk,
as I
you
do
start
that.
to
Yeah.
feel your foot, as it steps forward, start to be pulled in this direction.
Ah, I feel the call of Oblong. The Dolphin God draws me in his direction.
What
Okay.
am I doing?
I'm gonna
As
roll
you-
insight on every tile to see if I work out if something's actually wrong. No.
The closer you get in this
Yes.
direction, yeah, at this point, you are sort of like angled backwards. You're sort of leaning backwards because you're being pulled so far in this direction.
The dolphin.
It doesn't
god
look
is
like a
strong
diamond at all.
here.
Feel I have been misled.
You'll get it.
Guilt.
Keep trying.
Give me your hand.
I'll enter the room. Does it have any
Mm-hmm.
effect on me?
Yeah, you definitely feel yourself being pulled in the same direction as Inspector Dolby.
Boy.
Okay, I'm starting to get pretty disoriented from the decompression sickness. Also, my eyes are kind of bulging and bloodshot, so I look a little bit terrifying right now.
Grandpa Filthy, you still have your detect magic up, and you definitely detect transmutation coming from these orbs.
Okay.
Not really sure what type, but is currently being very magical and pulling your companions towards them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to the doorway.
All right. You can roll me a strength saving throw to try and walk in that direction. All right. Yep. You are able to force your way past this force that's pulling you back, and get back to where your son and husband are.
And once do I get all the way back inside the doorway? Do I stop feeling the pull once I'm here?
Yeah, it's much weaker. And then once you leave the room, then it's not there at all.
Grilt, Merrick, come back. It's not safe.
My character is gonna pass out from a simple change in elevation.
I think back to our wedding night, and I fashion a lasso.
Oh.
Wasn't our wedding night earlier today?
Yeah.
He was on a boat in the middle of the water.
That's true.
Inspector.
That's true.
This is
Rock the
called
boat.
I might be thinking of a different wedding night.
Yeah, you've had a
all
lot of
blurs
weddings.
together.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
They call you hummingbird parrots. Leave the boy to his own devices.
Hummingbird.
I'm just passed out. My
Okay.
eyes are still open though from the decompression and just very bloodshot.
I'm going to stand between my two father figures, well, two of my three, and look back and forth between them, not knowing what to do.
Boy, affix the lasso to your mother's leg.
This is a good way to find out what the orb does, though. I'm just saying, if you want to live.
No,
by
don't
it.
worry. We're gonna throw the wolves at the walls and see what they do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start working on the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Fashioning it.
Yeah, you can tie the lasso around his, waist, or maybe just his leg or something.
Just the one thigh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I'm gonna try to drag them both back out of the room.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you can do that with enough time. He's quite heavy and being pulled away from you, but not with enough strength for you to not be able to pull him back.
Is Grilt conscious again yet?
Yeah, I'm showing symptoms. My lymph nodes are massive at this point. But the more I breathe, the more time I spend down here, it actually seems to be kind of getting better.
Grilt, how far could you throw the boy?
I don't say anything, but I do bleed a little bit.
We can get a momentous start, sliding down the hill.
Yeah, I think you should slide down the hill with all that momentum. Grilt should stop, stand up, and hurl the boy, kind of like the flip soccer throw, where they run forward and then do the flipping thing and then throw.
Sure.
You should do that with the boy
Yes.
to launch him across the room with a rope attached to him, and then we can secure a rope to either side.
That is exactly what we should do.
Merrick,
Yeah, I suggest.
I suggest this.
So-
I've seen this before. The easiest way to get past this room, and I describe exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the cape ready. We've got Grilt sitting behind the boy, and as they get to the doorway, Grilt is just gonna try to transfer all of his momentum into the boy.
Yeah, and throw him across. You
I'm
ready?
so
Merrick?
proud of you, son.
By then, I'll be fine.
I'm ready. Ready, Dad.
I'm not
The
your
rashes all
father.
over me, subsiding.
Everyone's my dad.
Everyone's your dad in this.
Exactly.
Aw.
The
This
boy
is
is
so fun.
confused. Hopefully, this blow to his head will knock some sense into him. And I smack him.
God.
Oh, God. Okay. Do I take damage?
No, it's not very hard.
No. He's a small gnome, and he's also very old.
Feeble.
Yeah, it feels a lot
Okay.
like when your father pats you and your other fathers pat you on the shoulder. You may mistake it for affection. That certainly wasn't
Yeah.
the intent, but it would be easily confused if you didn't know
It's
better.
never the
Perfect. I'm going to mistake it as affection and look up at you fondly.
I feel like the look
Inside,
kind of
I
disgust
pop out
Filthy.
my notebook and I write, regain subject's trust, hopefully second vial.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we
Are we
have
gonna
our
do this?
we have our
This,
sled
Are we
cape.
ready?
We have your plan. Yes.
Myself and Grandpa Filthy will.
Well, I'm
stand
conferring
at
with
the top to
Delvere.
push you.
Well, that's what I'm conferring with. I could fireball behind them. Give some extra momentum. The shockwave should carry him right through the door.
Gonna kind of look at you like I don't trust you again. This is just a fucking roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah, I was
Trust.
Poor child.
Trust my son, Grandpa Filthy. He can do
What?
this alone, with Grilt's help.
Your son?
I'm waiting expectantly at the bottom, but both my eardrums at this point have been severely damaged, so I'm just kind of going along
Yeah,
with whatever.
I walk down and I kind of grab you by the hand, like, and it's kind of like weird because normally you get the picture of like the adult leading the child, but I'm much smaller than you, and I kind of walk you back up the hill, and because we don't even try to explain to Grilt that we're trying to get the momentum. We're
No,
just like,
we're not going to explain
Yeah.
any part of this.
Grilt, you start up here. We just,
I just look at him.
Come on, Grilt, I'll give you a good berry if you do it right.
Okay, I'm gonna take the bait. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So, and I turned to Inspector. Fireball or not?
Are you up here?
Yeah. I just brought Grilt to the top of here, and I ask you this when I'm here.
Trust in the process this time, Grandpa Filthy. If the first boy doesn't make it, there should be more in the caves.
Understood. Adopt the spider, baby.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So,
All right. So, what's exactly happening? So Grilt is on the cape, right?
Yeah.
He's holding the child.
They're both. And I actually, with Grilt's permission, I spread teeth down the entire incline to help roll the, to kind of a more conducive surface. So
Yeah, I'm pretty much sensory deprived at this point, so I'm just going along with it.
Okay. So there's a small band of teeth all the way down this hill, which is quite a decent incline. They're sat on a fairly stiff kind of like sweat and like it's like a leather cape that's fairly sweat encrusted and whatnot. So it's quite a stiff surface. And Grilt is sitting. I believe the way it is Merrick is kind of perched on Grilt's shoulders, and Grilt is going to try to, as he gets to the bottom, stand forward and hurl Merrick across the room as they reach the bottom of the slope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
alrighty.
Do that.
All right.
And Merrick has a rope attached.
Yeah, that's right.
A
Yes.
roach.
A roach.
Yeah, from the hemp
Little-
rope.
Grandpa
yeah.
Filthy will get you there at 15. 14, a little young.
So once this is complete, I'll need a athletics from Grilt and probably acrobatics from Merrick to make sure that you stay straight.
Let's
and
not assume
do
that
things.
Grilt is doing anything that we just
Yeah.
described.
If Grilt is
Play your
doing
own
this,
character, please, Dolph.
then there you go.
I'm willing to. I'll assume that I've kind of picked up some blurbs.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I want to be
Heard
prepared.
the
It's
word
just
throw
like
as a
playing
child
teeth with the
and the
door.
word soccer.
And
You're
I want
not
to be
sure what soccer
prepared
is.
to
Yeah,
fireball.
I got a
if I
14.
feel
I'll
like,
do it at disadvantage, assuming that I'm.
Okay.
if I feel like
blinded
the
and-
momentum's not enough from Grilt tossing him, I'm also going to try to fireball behind him,
Okay.
to further propel him across the room.
You go,
Just sort of
exempt him
directly
from
on
that.
top of Grilt and behind.
Well, I
can
mean,
also- I can use
I'm
some sword
waiting for that
elements.
kind of the arc that they're moving
Oh, I
across.
see.
Mhm.
I
So
see
like
what you're
further
saying.
into the room, and I point out to Grilt, because we're putting all of our faith in his ability to toss this child across the room. Remember, you must angle against the pulling forces. Too far to the left, the boy is dead. Too far to the right, the boy is dead. Too short, the boy is dead. Too hard, the boy is dead. So don't fuck it up.
I nod. I can't speak because my tongue is swollen, so I can't say anything back. But I do nod.
Look at him, Merrick.
I kind of
strong.
look back at Eric as my eyes are kind of struggling to get back into their eye sockets comfortably.
The picture of health and strength.
I'm gonna
can mostly
misconstrue
keep-
his unfocused eyes for affection.
Yeah, it's kind of like puppy dog eyes. Yeah,
All right. So that's the plan.
absolutely. I actually do look very puppy dog-esque eyes, and then like the tongue is a bit like stuck out to one side,
Perfect.
flushed faced.
All right.
Okay.
So let's make some rolls. So this feels like this is probably some sort of group skill check. Am I right?
Yeah, sure. You can. I don't really know what the other two would be.
Oh, let's take a look at how we can be impacted by Dolver and
Well, I
Mhm.
probably need like a medicine roll or something because they're using my cape, which may just like fall to tatters.
Okay.
I had to prime the
Sure.
cape properly to slide down the hill.
Yeah. The medicine,
I came up with something,
No,
right?
the
Go for
medicine
it.
check is about how healthy you are. If you're excreting enough, like, kind of back grease to lubricate that
Ah,
cape
there you
enough
go.
down the road.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that's
Go
so
for
many
it.
words in one sentence I would never want to hear. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
And I
that's
am.
you're very healthy.
And I very
Fairly
much am.
lubricated.
He's a greasy man.
I
Oh.
so many fluids come out of me every day.
Yeah, out of his back.
God.
All right.
And Grandpa Filthy is ready to use his fireball.
Yeah, I'm starting
It's
down the
not-
bottom, so we're probably gonna have to make some rolls whether or not they accidentally smash into me, knocking me into this room, because I need to see line of sight to be able to launch a fireball if I'm ready.
Mhm.
Okay. And I imagine the way this works, since Grilt is kind of gonna be trying to prep to throw Merrick, that Merrick probably needs to steer and then help try to launch himself off of Grilt. So I imagine there's probably a steering roll for Merrick, some sort of acrobatics roll from Merrick, and then an athletics roll of some sort from Grilt. That would kind of be the combination of things I'd see. Okay.
All right, we've already done the acrobatics and athletics because
Okay.
I asked for them. But
So we need some
Sure.
sort of, what would this
You're up.
be? Like, what is it survival for steering? I think it is.
I mean, at this
instincts for
point,
not
yes.
dying.
Pretty much everything here is survival.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Perfect.
I don't know.
All right, maybe
So I have.
maybe
I
at
don't know who
advantage
would be
because the
doing
two of
this.
them, like Grilt maybe helping
Merrick
steer
is
with
on
his
top
feet. Yeah.
on his shoulders.
Right, but I think this is more, Grilt is basically unconscious right now, like not doing real well, so it's kind of like angling his head in the right direction. So I feel like that's kind of how Merrick's driving here.
I'm so dead.
I'm just a cannon. You don't have to worry about me. I'm just here, potential energy.
Right, I know, but
I'm
yeah, so
kinetic energy.
so
That's
first of
something
all,
Girl can do.
roll your steering roll, and of whether or not you can correctly get Dolphin or Grilt pointed in the right direction here.
Yeah.
How long is the rope? What's it attached to?
Yeah, that's what I was
It's
about
tied
to
along.
ask.
It's tied
Do
around
I have
the
it?
child's
Can I have the
waist.
rope?
Sure.
And I have
Yeah,
the
but
other
what's
end?
the other end
Okay.
tied to?
I have the other end.
Okay.
Okay. And how long is it? I mean, you could have easily gotten like 100 feet of
100
rope.
It's
from
yeah.
the-
It's as long
However
as
long it
needs to
it
be. Very long.
be.
Let's just say you have a 50-foot rope.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So Merrick, we need you
Go.
to successfully navigate Grilt down this corridor.
You need me to. Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
what would I
well,
roll for that?
Are you clear on where you are? You're on his shoulders,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
semi-unconscious, and you're pointing his head in the direction that you're trying to go.
Yeah, okay, for sure. But
Okay.
what role would that be? Like a.
I think that'd be survival.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
you
Well done.
So I
Absolutely, like,
perfectly.
Yeah.
Swerve around. You've like ridden on, I don't know, sleds as a child.
Sleds,
Yeah.
This is very
pony,
familiar.
Just kind of,
She's-
too.
she's
Just-
a-
dire wolves.
Yeah, she's a rogue in training. She's amazing, or he has an amazing sense of balance, and has done many things like this, riding atop the back of charging horses, this type of thing. This is very similar.
100%.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna nail this. Me and
Throw
Girl.
up a
So
little bit.
how
That's
are-
me. That's
and
me.
then- Oh,
I
well, you're
didn't
me
consent
now.
to doing that.
Okay.
All your character belong to me now. Um,
All right.
Where do I-
All of you. So all right. So this gets off. The grease is perfect on the cape. And clearly, it's backside down on the cape. So you're sitting on. Anyways.
Yeah.
So you slide down at a
You're not
rapid
sitting in
pace
grease.
all the way down this corridor, right to the bottom. Everything lines up. You get all the stuff perfect. Did we already see athletic rolls from Dolphin? We did, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw
Okay.
that.
Dolphin
You rolled
tosses you with
advantage,
really
but
good
partly unconscious.
force,
But yes.
and we need an acrobatics roll from you, Lex.
I rolled it
Got
at the
an 11.
beginning. Yeah.
Got an 11.
I don't know.
11.
We want to go with that? Sure.
Do I need to fireball with an 11? How is
11's
it?
fine.
How's the
I think
trajectory?
that's maybe face planting into the door, but
Yeah, the acrobatics
This is mostly about the
less,
landing, right?
The acrobatics is more to make sure that he lands properly and doesn't, fling himself all the way and remove all of his momentum by, flailing his arms or making himself larger,
Sure.
things like that.
If you want a fireball,
So
Filthy, that's
he
on.
easily gets to about here or so, and he's
Ooh.
got some slack.
And he's slowing down as he gets to there.
Oh my god.
He starts slowing down at about here,
Okay.
And this whole time, he's sort of started to be listing.
All right. I
Distraction.
see the problem, and I do my best to correct it using the most powerful tool at my disposal, which is fire.
I'm so excited.
All right, I'm gonna launch
Okay,
a
I have
fireball.
to ask.
Hmm.
I feel like it goes without saying, but are you excluding him from this spell?
Well, this is a question we should talk
Is
about.
this a force on the air, or is this a force on him himself?
Well, I want the shockwave of my fireball to hit him in the back and help direct him to where he needs to go. Now, if I need to hit him with the fire to do that, I would understand. That would make a lot of sense to me. But if I can, but again, I am a evocation wizard. That's the subclass I have, and I am able to exclude party members from the negative effects of my spells. So in this case, I don't know. Do I need to hit him with the negative effect of the spell to get the shockwave, or is the shockwave capable of hitting him without the fire portion of it?
It would help a little bit if you excluded him. I will say that it
Help
would
or
probably be
hurt?
more effective if you used what?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying I would get some small. There would be some small benefit
You
to
would-
hitting.
you
with
would get a
shockwave.
small
No,
sort of
we need the
shockwave
full
if you
benefit.
exclude
We
him.
definitely need the full benefit.
Absolutely.
Right.
No,
So,
I was okay. Sure.
right.
Sure.
So
Can I lay on hands?
I was
at
gonna say something different.
What's
but,
your-
you know,
what's
you
your-
can go with your fireball. It's fine.
Marek.
I was
Merrick, excuse me. What's your total? I don't think we can ask this in character. What's your total HP, Lex?
33 right now. Well, not 39, but I'm 33.
small boy.
Do we need him? We need him conscious. 33.
You can make me unconscious at the end. You can bring me back
to
up.
work out.
You can't
I
lay
have
on
anything
hands.
He does
that
have a
is
rope.
Any
Uh,
temp HP abilities?
touch. They're all.
It's too
touch.
late. It's too late for that at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the air.
He's in the air. Your Grandpa Filthy is like that
they all
gif of the
touch?
guy with the math
All right,
across his
let's
face. He's
look
just
at
like
this.
calculating everything.
No,
Hold on, it's 8d6,
I
right?
have.
So average damage 3.5, and there's 8 of them.
I have.
Mhm.
30
Oh, we're
foot
probably good.
healing.
It'll be
You're probably
fine.
It's
Yeah,
like
it was-
120 foot across.
And,
30 foot
and he makes a
healing.
dex save for half damage. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And my
Yeah,
dex
yeah,
is super
fair.
high, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will fireball behind Merrick.
Blast
Yeah.
me.
All right, let me roll that attack, and that is going
Jesus.
to be
See, America, you're
a
about like here or so.
Okay, perfect.
30.
Am I getting
What was
hit
your
by
health
this?
total
The
again?
process of flying goes here.
33.
Oh, it's perfect.
And then I roll
This is
dex.
remember what the GM said too.
Ah,
The
yes,
more of
there
it
you go.
hits you, the more helpful it is.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you manage to like sort of you tuck yourself into a ball and the fire wafts around you. You get very singed on your back, but
Yeah,
not
it's like a
as much as it would have been.
ginormous mule just kicks you in the back,
And
you're just like
Yeah.
propelled forward, like you're shot out of a
Mhm.
cannon at the door.
yeah,
I'm gonna yelp.
basic. So we picture
That
this
will
scene.
probably
Slides
leave
down
scars, Merrick.
Here. Grilt launches him down this hallway through this room, and he starts to slow down and sort of lifts to this way, and then an enormous eruption of fire from behind him shoves him forward, and he just slams straight through this door.
Perfect.
Through the door.
Yep, he just
Interesting.
like bursts it open.
Don't
the
reveal
door's
it to the
open.
rest of us. I don't want to know.
As I said,
I'm just revealing
Steve,
this.
as we play, as we play D&D more and more, we've really learned how overpowered Fireball is. Because really, what can't it do?
Yeah.
So yes, you have a rope. I'll be nice and say that the rope counts as being carried, so it will not be singed by this fireball.
Oh my god.
But
Well, no,
yes,
I will exclude the rope.
there's a
I
sort
can
of-
choose allies.
The rope is a
And
part
okay,
of
sure.
I am
The rope
allied
is
with
an
the
The
ally.
rope.
rope is your ally.
Yeah, not so much
Yeah.
Merrick, but definitely the
Mhm.
rope.
God damn it.
you smell sort of, Grilt is
Greasy.
sort of woken up by the smell of.
Wait, does the
camp
grease from the
burning
cape
in
like
the
catch
morning?
fire?
The cape is way
Probably,
back here.
yeah, it's back with Grill.
because he got launched from Grilt. Not
Good.
from-
I pick it up and put
Yeah,
it
but
back
that's
on.
probably part of where if you think about it somewhat, it might be like napalm, really. Like your back grease stuck to Merrick that's now on fire.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe burning all.
So
yes.
I'm on fire?
So each of you has.
Stop, drop, and roll. You'll be fine.
Each of you has an end of the rope. Are you attaching it to things? And there's plenty of things you might be
Yeah.
able to attach it to, like the door.
Whatever
and
is the
such.
most stir. Well, I was
Yeah.
all the way up here. I was bracing.
Oh, she made a
against
dex save, too.
the
Oh.
wall here.
So Merrick,
Mhm.
Merrick only takes half the damage. You only take 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took
She took half.
18. How much
15,
did I
half of
take?
30.
15.
So
Okay.
I figure it's probably super safe and most sensible to attach the rope to the bars of this cage with the giant
Mhm.
spider inside it.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Okay.
I just figure it looks structurally sound
spiders
and
love
should
webs and ropes.
well, yeah, should the door break, the spider could maybe save us.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's reasonable.
And then
Yep.
I will guide myself with the rope, and I'm going to, unless somebody else does first, I'm going to try to cross the room with the rope held in hand.
You go
What
first.
is Merrick doing with the rope on the other side?
I am.
He's
stop
very
dropping.
small and just holding it.
Well, and I'm on fire, right? So I'm stop, dropping, and rolling. Like, I don't think I'm too concerned with.
You can get
Yeah, but
fired.
Bill Bear doesn't.
Okay.
He just assumes
I will-
it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking.
No, I'll wait patiently until you stop being on fire.
Okay. Oh, so
I'm gonna like
gentle.
sort of roll my eyes. Kids.
Kids these days, right?
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and go. What do you want me to do?
Tie it
Tie
off.
the rope.
Okay.
Something strong and sturdy, like a bear.
What do I see around me that I can tie it to?
Yeah, I can reveal the rest of this room. Well, it's not a room. It's a hallway which leads to a door over here.
So there's nothing.
Another hallway up here. There's nothing really that you could attach it to the door which you just bursted open.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Which
I'll
would work probably.
Tie it to the door.
Yeah, like the handle would be sort of like that, and you can
Mhm.
wrap around there. So there is a rope across this room, which is pretty firmly planted.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm gonna head on
And your
out.
child is surprisingly not dead.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Much as you guys have tried to kill me.
Surprisingly,
Mhm.
I'm not even remotely surprised by that. Let me know
Yes,
if I need to be
you,
rolling dice and stuff here.
Yeah, and let me know if I need to help propel him across the room as well.
You have
Yeah,
two
the
fireballs
rope's a bit.
Yeah.
for long
Yeah,
rest.
he has 2 slots.
Oh, that's nice. That's a
The
nice
rope
backup
is
to
sort
have.
of a bit slack, and so as you like get to the center, it sort of pulls you here, and the rope goes like this, but it doesn't dislodge or anything. You can get it.
Good.
You're
And
definitely being pulled strongly in this direction.
I will add my weight to holding it tight so that the
Mhm.
others can cross after
Okay.
me.
I will
And,
attach like a I don't know, make a strip of the boot. I'll cut off the like a ring of the boot leather off my boots and put it over the rope as kind of like a pulley, and then I'll command my unseen servant to push me across as I traverse the room.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. It takes me 10 minutes to
When I
summon
see
the
him
unseen
setting this
servant.
up-
The unseen servant's strength is very weak.
it's very weak.
I'm gonna take the time to try to eat a good berry. I'm gonna be unable to because my tongue is too swollen.
What is the strength
I'm
of the
going
unseen
to
servant?
Start
2, I
moving
think.
across.
2? Alright, great.
You know the way that someone trying to sell you something is amicable toward you, like the smile that they have and the way in
Mhm.
which they express interest in you?
Yeah.
With exact that sort of demeanor, I am going to rebroach the subject of the coming of age ceremony with Merrick. We have an hour, probably, while Grandpa Filthy gets across.
Yeah, this is like an old man crossing the street with like a walker, but like half that speed.
Yeah,
just
it
kinda
does seem
hanging
like
there.
a big day for you,
Faster!
Merrick.
Faster!
Yeah, so...
Have
so
you considered what the word of the dolphin god could do for you?
No. And dolphins sound stupid.
Well,
They're
it's
basically
not about what they
fish.
sound like.
Yeah, I don't eat seafood. Sorry.
I try to make dolphin noises.
You shouldn't
but
eat
my
them.
tongue is too swollen.
Right.
Grandpa Filthy told me that marriage is a shackle ceremony.
That
And
man is not your real grandfather.
Don't listen to them. Look at Grilt. He's married. He's nearly dead.
I'm going to squint at Grilt and notice that he is looking worse for wear.
I'm gonna try to squint back, but I can't really because my eyes are bulging.
God.
He looks more beautiful every day.
Yeah, I don't want to look like him.
I'm gonna kind of like stutter out. Let's go back up.
Yeah.
Oh, Grilt. Oh, Grilt, a joke. I didn't even realize you could.
During all of this, Grandpa Filthy is being, ferried over by his unseen servant. about halfway, you feel this sort of force pushing at you, and it suddenly slips away.
But the unseen servant?
Yeah, like it just sort of
Get back
grips at
here,
for
you
a moment, and
lazy
then
servant!
sort of-
I begin the ritual preparation of another one.
Okay. Yep. After a while, it comes back.
And this time I'm not sure if Mage Hand is a concentration or not, but if it's not, I'm going to use the Mage Hand to slap the servant from time to time to help encourage it to get me across this.
That's nice of you. Encouragement.
Yeah, this one, a lot more desperately than the last one, is almost clinging to your clothes as it pushes you along. It's pulling sort of in this direction.
Yeah, they don't have personalities, but I somehow managed to impart to it that if it fails, I will unsummon it to some like lower level of hell where it will be tortured to death if it doesn't, tortured for all eternity if it doesn't get me across this chasm. So inspirational is what I'm going for.
Out of desperation, it still sort of, if you could see this thing, it would sort of be like at a 45-degree angle almost, like grabbing at you and kicking with its little feet on the ground.
And I explain kind of in loud voices to Merrick as I continue to teach. This is why they're unseen. Originally, they weren't unseen. Huge pain in the ass, always whining and whinging. Now unseen and unheard. Best type of servant.
Yes, a good bard is unseen and unheard.
Yes, and unliving.
I'm going to take this knowledge in very thirstily. Just seems very believable.
I sort of feel like I can hear the unseen servant say, maybe through my god and my connection with divinity, I can hear it say, this certainly didn't go to plan, and now I am serving.
Cut out a little there, Steve. What do you say?
Oh, I made a bad rhyming couplet and a joke about font.
Well, it's good we didn't hear it.
Yeah. All right, so we've made it across.
Yeah, you roll across. As Merrick saw, there is a standard hallway which slopes down even further.
When we get to the other side, I shake Inspector Dover and I'll say, there was magic in that room.
Yes, a fireball, at least one.
Not just my own. A malevolent force.
Incredible. And so far underground, Oblong has employed the aid of wizards.
Yes.
Must be careful.
We must.
Grilt, we will need you at your best.
I will
lead the way.
I will kill them and take their power.
I just look down the. They go further down. Jay goes further down. Okay.
They say that the only way forward is forward.
Yes,
Please don't make
hallway before
down there.
I don't understand that language, Grilt. Hurry on down this corridor.
He is overcome with some barbaric and foreign passion. I've never seen him this way before.
But yes, this slopes downwards, and there's a little hallway off this direction with a door at the end.
Let's go that way.
Ignore it! Forward!
I attempt to.
I'll go down. I kind of sigh as much as I can. I take off. My feet have gotten too swollen at this point, so I just walk down barefoot.
Sure. Are we just ignoring this corridor?
Apparently.
I am dog-headedly pressing onward.
Oh, I just fucked up somebody's.
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Grilt is gone.
Sorry.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know why I can move your guys' thing.
Yeah,
they're all set to like everyone.
Got it.
Controls.
I made them public at the start, and I figured I'd give you permission.
Makes
It's fine.
I am hiding behind Grilt. I figure
There's
he
a
is
lot
not.
to hide behind. Don't worry. I'm like.
He is not
You're
at
swelling
his
up like
best,
nobody's business.
but I can use him as a shield at worst.
Yeah.
Actually, do I notice that you are feeling particularly bad? No. All right.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably slightly more communicative than normal because he's using words as opposed to grunts. So,
and I've learned through our relationship that if I use my medicine to cure Grilt of his ails, he just gets offended and sort of feels disoriented, you know?
Yeah.
Out of place.
Did you
There's
say you were
lots of
looking in
balance.
here, Grandpa Filthy, or were you just complaining about other people not looking in there?
oh, as I walk by, I kind of turn my head. Guess that's not where we're going. And I just walk by.
Yep. All right, just checking.
Yep.
Yes, a door stands before you. A
I'll
very
attempt to open the door.
ornate, sort of silvery door.
I'm gonna kind of go to open the door, but my joints are really swollen, so I'm gonna have to kind of swivel at the waist to kind of like reach and not bend my shoulder in so much. I'll go ahead and open the door.
All right. I will open this door and reveal this.
Kind of like a Christmas
room.
story.
Sun's glaring in the eyes. All right. Yes, you open this door. Yeah, it's the ornate door opens before you. It reveals a unsettling sight. In great contrast to the caverns before, this room is perfectly circular with a hemispheric ceiling above. Its floor and ceiling are lined with this deep purple stone tiles, and a pattern of twisting tentacles decorates the floor. The room is rather empty, aside from a sickly green pool which glows faintly in the center of the room.
Oh no.
Notebook out. Second pool acquired.
A voice echoes within your very minds from seemingly nowhere. Ah, my new guests. I
Ella?
was wondering how long it would take you to reach my inner sanctum. You are strong, yes, stronger than most of my other servants and thralls.
I'm not that strong.
From the green pool before you, a tall figure with a long robe rises into the air,
That is the
It's
greatest
purple
rogue in the
skin.
world, Merrick.
shining with slime. 4 twisting tentacles wriggle from its mouth, and an aura of magic radiates from its floating body. So, shall we begin your assimilation? I will have you all roll initiative.
I use divine sense.
This is not a fiend, undead, or celestial, I'm afraid.
It should be fine.
Mhm. But yes, sorry, I will clear the turn order. I forgot to
Okay.
do that.
Let us know when you're ready for us to roll.
Yep, you can roll out.
Do you want to break before
Break?
we start this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably a good
It'll be
idea. All right,
an
let's take
excellent
our
one.
last break here. All right, guys, we'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching. See you shortly. See us die shortly? Whatever that is. One of those things.
Yes.
Back in a minute.